subject.
Terrell, to be fair, answer his question.
No, without
please,
Sean.
Please,
Sean, now shut up, Leo, for a second. Shut up for a second. Listen.
You shut up. You shut up. You went personal.
If you're going to talk about.
This video is brought to you by Save the Storks, Save the Storks. Every time I say Save the Storks, I think people probably think I didn't went woke. Saving the storks, saving the environment, saving the animals. But no, this organization has nothing to do with none of that. It has everything to do with saving moms and saving babies. And also they have this Save the Storks called the Stork Bus. It's a medical vehicle. They park those things right in front of their Planned Parenthood. So when women on their way to Planned Parenthood, and they're getting ready to do something that they're going to regret for the rest of their lives, they are going to pass by Save the Storks medical vehicle, and they'll be able to go on board. It's a big old RV type thing. They'll be able to go on board. They'll be able to get an ultrasound and realize that it's not just a clump of cells and that they do have other options, and they can do it all for free. Isn't that a blessing? That women can have the services that they deserve and be able to make the choice that's necessary to better their lives and the lives of their children for free. And the only way they'll be able to keep it for free is that you can become, or I think you should, be a monthly partner. Be a monthly partner like myself. It's only $35 a month, and you are helping women have the choices that they deserve. Not like Planned Parenthood, which is planning to eliminate parenthood, but you have an option with Save the Storks. I wish I could take you guys on a Stork Bus tour so you can see how innovative and awesome it is. I cannot forget the story about the young lady named Lisa on the way to Planned Parenthood, ended up seeing the Stork Bus, got on the bus, did the ultrasound, and made mention that it's not just a clump of cells. And she was thankful that God had sent her there and to give life to her child instead of choosing death for her child. Anyway, SaveTheStorks.org. SaveTheStorks.org. Become a monthly partner today. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notification anytime I go live, make a video. Make sure you still subscribe to this channel. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Let's get into this. I wanted to play this clip of Leo Terrell just giving this liberal the business about CRT. Let me just explain CRT real quick to people that are not aware of this. They are trying to force a curriculum of hate and division onto our children. This is not critical race theory, meaning that it is the idea that we want to find unity and equality and none of this stuff. It's biased theology from the perspective of a social justice warrior in order to put this in the minds of young children who don't understand or can't cognitively understand the concept of race and the different things that they're projecting. Critical race theory was a theory in I think in law school. I mean, you're talking about on a doctorate level of education in critical race theory, and they're trying to project that, manipulate it, and influence children on this concept so they can get them to be divided at a very young age. I want to show you the clip from Leo Terrell and him giving a shellacking to a person named Darrell Parks. Roll the film.
I don't know if he read the lesson plan. I did. The curriculum, I did on this class. This class talked about subjects and issues about Q theory. I taught U.S. history. Never taught that in my life. How could that be part of African American history? Also, critical race theory, which gives the impression that black people by birth are at a disadvantage over white people. Where is that in U.S. history? Where?
All right,
answer those two questions for the Fox viewers.
Let Terrell answer.
Answer those two questions.
Here's the question. You're targeting the queer part of it. Listen. It talks about Black Lives Matter. They want to take that out.
Darrell,
he changed the subject.
Darrell, to be fair, answer his question.
No, without
please,
Sean,
answer.
Now shut up, Leo, for a second. Shut up for a second. Listen.
You shut up. You shut up. You went personal.
If you're going to talk about Black history, right? There's no way that you don't talk about LGBTQ without knowing the full history of America and what's going on in Black America right now. It's a part of our history, so we should talk about it.
Put it in another class. Put it in another class. Put it in another class.
This is the right class.
It's not part of African American history. You can smell all you want.
You got to leave it there, guys.
When you learn U.S. history.
Leo, thank you.
I love Leo, man. Leo 2.0. He got a hat. Leo 2.0. We need to make Leo's merch over here at the Austin Tatum. But anyway, it's just like Black folks, where I'm from, I don't know if it's a Southern black thing or not. I don't know black people that are fond of the LGBTQ movement. This is new black people. These are the new brainwashed black folks that are accepting of this. Black people that I grew up knowing, my family, grandparents, great-grandparents, they went to church. They had the Bible. They believe that you need to speak to God if you a man and you like another man. When I grew up, the culture that I grew up in, black folks wasn't doing no queer. Somebody running around saying they queer. I never heard of the word non-binary at a single point in my life. Transgender. You know how crazy that sounds? When I was growing up, if you was walking around a man, walking around twisting and doing all that, man, they will make fun of you. They would use this word that some people get offended by, and I'm going to say the word. They would call you a faggot. And they would make fun of you. And they would dog on you. I'm not saying that was right. But I tell you what, that's not black history. That's not culturally accepted in the black community. Now, there were people there who were gay, but you didn't come out as gay. They see you twisting. You in the choir at the church, doing the directing of the choir, doing all that stuff, twisting in the church. They know you twisting, but you ain't finna come out and be living you and another man at the church. They'll say, boy, you better let that man hand go. You better get off of that other man. Let us pray for you. That was the black history that I know of. Now they pushing, listen, I want y'all to understand this very clearly. It's an agenda. This is not organic. This is an agenda. Black Lives Matter, led by 3 lesbian women. This is an agenda. These women didn't organically come up with something that was going to benefit the black community. 2 women being together don't advance the black community. I'm just being honest with you. How you going to have kids? Oh, y'all ain't having no kids. Then the same people push abortions. How is abortion furthering the black community? If you can't have children, your population numbers are going to be decimated. And you ain't going to have nearly the leverage of people who are the majority in this country. I'm just keeping it 100. Go vote. If Hispanics outnumber black folks, what Hispanics want to happen is going to be above what black people want to happen. How many times do I got to tell you that? See, these other suckers ain't going to tell you that. But I'm giving you the truth. You show up and vote. This is not voting locally is not electoral college voting. It's by numbers, by popular demand. If you only make up 5% of the population and Hispanics make up 40% of the population, bro, they gonna vote for their best interest. You don't have no say. And the reason why black people aren't 40% of the population right now is because Planned Parenthood, Margaret Sanger, the eugenicists, they did not want black folks to be overpopulated so they cannot take over. That's what Planned Parenthood is. And y'all sitting there still supporting Planned Parenthood. I'm not talking about y'all that are listening because y'all are perfect. Y'all ain't never did nothing wrong. I'm talking about somebody else that just tuned in that listen to D.L. Hughley and them. Planned Parenthood made sure black people couldn't populate the earth. The leading cause of death for black people in America is abortion. Disproportionately represented in abortion are black people in this country. And then they want to push the LGBTQ stuff and get your kids confused, and so they don't populate the world. They're not fruitful like God has called us to be. You want to tell me about racism and white supremacy? If there is a such thing that's pervasive racism and white supremacy, it's coming from Democrats, and it's coming from black folks, as well as white Democrats. You're talking about the education system in the inner city communities. These teachers are black. The principal is black. The vice principal is black. All these black people running these black schools, and they the dumbest schools in the city. Don't make me pull out the numbers. Because I know people don't like to hear this, but it's true. These black schools are underperforming disproportionately. Numbers that are crazy. I looked at a number, and I have to verify these numbers, but I could have sworn like the literacy rate for white kids were like 70-some%. And black kids were like 16% or something crazy. That's asinine. And y'all up here wanting them to teach your kids about LGBTQ. No, you need to teach them math and arithmetic, reading. You teach your kids substantive things. They should. Let me not say this because I'm gonna get in trouble on the radio. Not literally, but figuratively. A parent should want to figuratively slap a teacher, figuratively, if you're gonna teach kids things that do not help them develop as productive citizens in this country. You being non-binary don't get you anywhere in America. You figure that out when you're grown. Right now, you need to learn how to read. You need to understand not only how to say words, but how to interpret the English language so you don't get taken advantage of. You need to be confident in reading. You need to be confident in doing math. Not just because 2 + 2 is 4, but math helps you think, helps your brain process processes. Let me not say it like that. Help you figure out processes that your brain can develop that will help you in other aspects of your life. It's called critical thinking. You need to understand these skills. That's what they need to teach children. They don't need to be teaching them about Black Lives Matter and critical race theory. They can learn that in higher education. You need to understand history, and history don't involve you saying the white man is the enemy. Because if y'all really want to go there, the white man ain't the enemy of the black man. The black man is the enemy of the black man, not the white man. Why do you say that, Mr. Tatum? Who sold the slaves to the white man? Black people. What country would you want to live in? The one that's primarily black or the one that's primarily white? Which one? Name a black country that you're willing to move away from this primarily white country to move to the black country. Name one. Name a country. And then don't just name it, go move there. Oh, you rather live in a white majority country than a black majority country. Then stop playing politics. Do you really want to go down that path? I would suggest that you back off of that race stuff and enjoy being an American. But if you want to play the race card, you're going to lose that race card. Anyway, I'm about to go off and lose my job at the same time. Hold the phone. I'll be back after the break.